Okay. Good morning. It is a little bit after 8 o'clock in the AM on a warm Thursday morning. Thursday being my favorite day of the week. And this particular Thursday being March 17th, 2022, which is also St. Patrick's Day, which is also my dad's birthday. I'm going to have to send him a note, drop him a line or something. We are in the lunar cycle, almost at the full moon, Saamis, the deceptive moon, which is our 6th of 7 winter lunar cycles this year. I'm just getting my day rolling, and I thought I'd bring the camera along. Got an early call right when I woke up from Legacy Ridge. One of my clients there, I've had a skunk trap set up there for a long time, catching absolutely nothing, and then this morning finally got the critter. So I was for sure thinking it wasn't even around, and it probably wasn't. It's probably a neighbor's skunk that ended up in the trap. But in any case, drove him across the river, or her probably, dropped her off just on the other side of the road from the pond here. And I thought I'd drop over this way, check out how things are. You can see the water's completely ice clear. The geese are active. Well, there's ice at the south end, but for most of the north end here, ice free, and I don't think it'll go back to ice. And we're going to be transitioning into nesting period, and just neat boy in general, like the leafing out, the life, the summertime. It's going to be fun. The animals are starting to move around a bit more, as you've seen, starting with the porcupine the other week, but just maybe yesterday, I think, I picked up my second raccoon from a house in Ridgewood. Been a lot of raccoon calls lately, more raccoon calls than skunk calls, which is surprising. But anyway, picked up this little girl from Ridgewood. This is the second sister I've caught there. I still have a trap set up in case there's a third or a fourth, but I'm hoping this is it. I feel really bad when I move, younger animals, those that were just born last summer. I feel bad when I move any animal, but especially a young one. They just seem so vulnerable. Anyway, I took care of that call, and then a couple days before that, I had a weird call from somebody who they had a flicker, northern flickers, go down their chimney and end up kind of stuck in their fireplace. So Fish and Wildlife referred them to me, and I went over and fished the bird out of the fireplace to let it go. Got yourself in a jam, hey?
Yeah, because apparently they're protected, so I could just...
Oh, yes.
All anybody's.
Come here. Yeah. All right, let's get you out of here. Release you, and then... off it goes. Don't know if I'll have more calls today or not. I still need to climb up on that roof and look for the raccoons over by the hospital, see if they're even in that chimney, the roof that I almost fell off the snowy day in my other video. And then tonight, I have some interesting plans. Part of my new job at Saamis is going to be filming career profiles, basically successful people from our community, who are gainfully employed in Lethbridge and happy with their careers and such. And I'm going to interview them, on the job and do a little videos, career profile videos for our website. Tonight, I'm starting that process with Amber Creighton, and she's a cook who was supported by Saamis, I believe, in getting her credentials and employment. And yeah, I'm excited. We're gonna go over to one of my friend and student from this group, Harlem, Brian Healy's place on the west side here. We're gonna go up there this evening, and Amber's gonna show me how to cook chicken and wine or something of that sort.
I'm like walking. I'm walking upstairs. Hi, I'm Amber.
You should.
Right, I'm walking upstairs. Anyways. Fuck, that's ugly. Holy shit, okay. So hi, my name is Amber Creighton and I am a cook. I just recently graduated from the culinary arts at the college. That was last year, and now I'm just doing my last year, my third year of culinary to get my red seal. So, yes, and this I came here to show you guys how to cook some coq au vin, and it's like purple chicken. So I hope you enjoy. So, and it looks gross because it's water and bacon, but we're just gonna make it white, basically, like the pink parts, these much pinker parts. Get that to a boil. My goal right now is to, I really want to get a food truck. Food truck is my main goal right now. With a food truck, like, you know, I've already had so much experience with food trucks. I started it here in here in Lethbridge with just one of those 3-day fairs. And they were like, that girl, me and my mom actually went to go and apply. She hired both of us, but then I ended up going, my mom didn't go. And they just left me, like, it was a Mr. Pickle, and they just left me there. Like, nobody helped me all day. And I'm like, all right, this is fun. So I'm just, like, fucking making pickles. And, like, that was it. It was so easy. And it was just, like, this is, like, easy fucking money. Like, that girl called me back. And then she said if I wanted to work at Stampede. I'm like, yeah. So then when I went to Stampede, like, shit, they were acting like wicked, like, sales, and it was just, we were right by the Coca-Cola station, so we got to see all the concerts for free, like, and it's just, and all you're doing is just like, if you can't really, like, some people get frustrated because they can't really multitask, so it's like, you have to put those people, like, on, like, the deep fryer or somewhere where they're not dealing with, like, pressure.
Yeah.
And we're just taking all this, just basically taking most of that grease out, and then we're gonna brown it now. So when you're using mushrooms, you don't have to, like, you don't have to rinse them off unless they're extremely dirty, but you're not supposed to put them in water because they'll just, like, you know, soak in all that water. So we're just gonna cut these in, like, quarters, and then we're gonna throw everything into here. My mom is graduated from the culinary. She used to cook all the time, and throughout my whole life, basically, all my grandmothers, they all cook. My grandma used to always tell her, "Can I have you pass away? Can I have your recipe book?" She's like, "Just that?" And I was like, "Well, whatever." Literally was at Timmy's, and I was working at Timmy's for like 6 years. I was on the 6th year at Timmy's, and I was thinking, am I gonna be here for the rest of my life serving coffee? Like, what the fuck? And then I was like, I don't want to do it. And then we just got a shitty boss, like our awesome. If I had the awesome bosses that we had still, I probably would have still worked there. But like the new bosses were like, this guy was just, they're not people. People. They're like money. They were just on money. They don't care. They're like, just hurry up, don't talk. Like, you know, it's like we get military. So I got mad, and I'm like, oh my god. I left, and then I was like, give me a sign of what I should do. Like, what the hell? And then all of a sudden, I happened to walk by Saamis, and I just seen cooking a line cooker program, and I was like, shit, I should try that. We were at the school with all the students. We went for a job fair with the Saamis. And I went in and applied for And it was really crazy because I thought that I didn't have like, because it said that I needed an English 10 or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And then I was like, shit, well, I could do that in one semester. Then the girl comes, she's like, oh no. She's like, it says here that you're I don't know, like, I guess something. I don't know what happened, but it just said I didn't need my grade 10 anymore, that I was in culinary. And I was like, so then I was like, you know, then of course I wasn't a first year, so I didn't have, like, I couldn't just be funded by whoever. So I just asked, I just made a student loan. I had to make a student loan. And I just went right in there. Like, they paid for everything, got my books, and then the Saamis gave me brand new knives. At first I was really scared too, like, because I didn't know anything about cooking. Oh, you think you know shit about cooking. You do not know. Cooking is so, like, more complex. Like, you know, it's just so many things that I didn't know about cooking that now I know, and it makes me get freaked out sometimes when I'm, like, at restaurants and I see, like, kids on the kids cooking. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. Because people, like, kids on the reserve, they have no idea how much cooking helps. You know, it helps with a lot of things. It's a stress reliever for some people. Like, majority of the people I have been in, they're like, you know, we all are kind of like, and it's like, I think it's mostly true for people who are like, you know, you gotta be always doing something. Like, I'm somebody who, I can't sit at an office job and I'll be like doing shit to the, like, you know, because I have to do something. I always have to be moving. So whenever I'm cooking, like, it just keeps my mind on, like, cooking. It's like so good. You're like, I guarantee it's just like they, you know, they'll never forget. And that's what I always do. Even when I cooked, I used to cook out on the reserve. I was the head chef out there, the head cook, and that's all I'd make them. We were cooking for, like, the shelter. We were making the shelter, like, maple glazed buffalo ribs with with fucking garlic mashed potato. Like, they were eating like a 5-star fucking restaurant. And then, like, your spices, your sauces, like, when you cook, like, you know, you cook your food the way, and if you're gonna cook for somebody else, you cook it and you taste your food all the time, and you let, you know, you don't just cook it in here. Like, taste your food, and if it's something you like close your eyes, you're like, oh my god, this is so good. Then give that to the people. Like, my mom, she was always cooking, and I remember her going to school, like, and back when she went to school, holy shit, they had, like, big, thick binders, everything was written out, like, if this is my book, so back then, they were doing these things right here, answering these kinds of questions. This book that we have is, like, professional cooking book. And this book, like, you want to sit here, my chef has read all these books. He's, like, so awesome. His name's Chef Doug, and he's, like, the most awesome starfish. But he's, like, read all these books, and, like, and all you do, like, you know, when you read them, it tells you how to do everything in here. How to cut, how to cook, how to, you know, like, it explains why certain things don't go a certain way, or why, like, you know, why is my bread didn't rise? Why does this taste like shit? Like, even in my second year, the pandemic hit, like, I got cut off in my baking, and then my baking, we had to come back 2 weeks early. We did the baking, and then our buffets, usually people are, Usually we serve up to freaking 100, 200 people. We only served 40 people, so we weren't even, like, it wasn't even overwhelming or anything. Yeah. But that's why a lot of people, like, sometimes it gets overwhelming. But I mean, that's what you gotta get used to. If you want to be in the kitchen, that's, like, you know.
You like to cook.
I like to cook. Like, if I can, you know, cooking and healing too. Like, I want to make my own YouTube page. And I want to freaking help people, like all these kids and these youth that are going through shit on the street. Like, you know, I even know I asked my chefs to, like, how would I go about making, getting a school going on the reserve? And they're like, well, we can't really have like a college out there, but we could do like a walk class. So like, just like what Chef Mitchell, what you guys are doing, kind of like with how it did, like in conjunction with the Lethbridge College. That's what they said we could do on the reserve. I'm like, yeah, like a lot of kids, like they need to learn how to cook. And cooking's like a basic skill that everyone should know.
So I gotta head out. You guys all have to head out too.
So I'm sorry.
Show's over.
We used cheesecloth, and then we were putting in the spices in there, so I didn't have cheesecloth. I didn't want to rip apart a t-shirt, so I just used like the tea thing. So then I just put in here it's thyme, some garlic, minced garlic, and some Bailey's whole bottle of wine. So usually you would have had to use more than this. So like, but what I found was just the way I did it like this. It was just perfect.
So one bottle of wine.
I would just go with one bottle. In my book, it says to do. Where is? It says 1 liter. How much is that on there?
I think that's probably a liter and a half, maybe.
Oh shit! No. So now we'll just put this up.
Got wine and chicken broth.
And it smells really wine. So then you're gonna grab your satchel too. So that has all your flavors and stuff. And you're just gonna put it right in. And then you just let it sit, and then we'll check it in about. Chicken takes about. Well, we've already browned it, so it probably won't take that long. See, they're already starting to turn the purple. Oh, that one's really purple. Oh, these cook really fast.
Oh, they cook through, hey?
Yeah. They totally cook through. Maybe. Okay, so this is all the chicken. It's all cooked. Then we're just going to basically put the bacon. All that bacon and shit all over it. And shit all over it, I swear. This is the real me. So just putting all that bacon, try and get it to cover whatever. Just like that. And then we're gonna add the onions. And your mushrooms. It's called the Bermenier. Bermenier is just like equal parts fat and flour for thickener. We're going to use this to thicken our sauce over there. So. We could probably just grab it right off.
I will call her back.
So then you're just going to mix that. Okay. Yeah, this is never liked it. That scared me. We're gonna get electrocuted with all the fuck? Right, palm down. See, that's why I don't fucking touch that shit. Oh, there we go. Now we can. That's way better, right? Blind, holy shit. So we're just gonna put this in there and just trying to get it thickened. Can you even taste it? I don't know. It's really good. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just tastes a little winey. Yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah.
it's supposed to taste like wine, so just put a little bit more. And then let it get some more chicken broth. All right, there we go. And this is your sauce, your burgundy sauce. This just goes on all this chicken. Yeah, my friend, this purple chicken.
Yummy.
You can try a piece of it.
Find places with the captain.
Oh, this is for his shirt.
You betrayed me. Almost.